minutes. We'll come back.
No.
It's trying to get back to normal. Okay, let's give it a few minutes. Let's give it a few minutes.
I don't know what's wrong with it.
I don't know. I thought it was the camera. I thought it was the internet. I tried everything.
We got 50 uploads.
Yeah, our upload, everything is alright, so I have no idea. Is it the audio? Should I switch the audio maybe?
No, it's nothing. It's got it on YouTube.
It's cutting. If it's YouTube, it's YouTube. I know people are saying it's fine.
It's fine.
You want to know what? Let's just go.
Anyone.
Let's just go with it. Like at this point,
No, we do everything fine, man.
there we go. The sound sounds clean. Okay.
Here we go.
We're gonna go. We're gonna go for it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't. I can't go with it. Monday, Monday, we went over the base. Tuesday, we went over a Korean spin-off. Wednesday, we went over an episode battle. And after Thursday was an old Shen video. And then after moving on from there, what was Friday, ladies and gentlemen? Friday was a guide on the competitive parts, okay? Then Saturday was a ZANKYE. It was an interview that we did, okay? Wow, that is getting very on the disclaimer. Wow. Then there's the Quad Strike episode review, okay? Listen, we had a crazy week. I want to kick our route right now, but I can't. Okay, what's next? I don't this threw me off so much just trying to fix this. Hopefully it works. I could switch the audio. Okay. Shout out to Nizuma Blader because we're gonna talk about the 3 stuff. So I'll link in the description anyway. So we'll go from there. All right. Next image. Oh, okay. There's a theory, but I put the future plans there. All right. Yeah. Go full screen on this one. Yeah. Future plans from April to May is just tier list stuff. ZANKYE. If for whatever reason we are unable to find any more guests that we can get, because we did try to set up interviews with some of the VAs, but it's not an easy thing to do. So if we run out, we'll just go back to 3D print stuff, right? So we'll just we'll move from there, really. Okay, and then after this is awesome. For Anime North, we did some custom trophies. Hey, look at the trophies. Hey, come on, We've got to let me know, which the red, the blue, or the divine. What's your favorite that you like there? You gotta let me know. And then after from there, what else did we get? I have no idea. Oh, I think this is now the actual discussion. Oh no, it's still the Anime North thing. Yeah, if you want to sign up, you can, but there is admission for it. So you do have to pay to attend the actual event itself, but the tournament is technically free. Now we get to basically why TT is doxing us right now and trying to shut down her stream. Ladies and gentlemen, Beyblade X. Okay, listen, it's hyper edited. This is so edited that my legality on this is cleared. That this is basically a very highly traced artistic interpretation of the main character's Bey. So I kind of wanted to talk about the whole thing with the system. As you can tell, I guess TT, maybe me and Yuzuma are on, we're right on the nose for guessing it. They saw we were so good, they're like, damn, we gotta kill them now. So yeah, what was my theory? I think, okay, go to mine. I think mine's the first one, then after it's his theory. Yeah, it's with like the giant squares. Go to the next image. Okay, so my idea was basically like a Beyblade hurt box / hit box. So what that basically means, it's kind of different from what he said, but I thought maybe there could be particular points on this Beyblade, and not on just this one, on any of them, where there could be potential weak points, and maybe the Bey can kind of break down and explode there. Given that it's a live stream and the cuts are actual jump cuts, the audio jumps forward, it seems like some sort of buffer issue might be related to the streaming software / platform. Probably.
No.
Probably, I don't know.
It's fine.
We'll try to figure it out eventually. Either way, well, we got to move forward either way. So we're already here. So if it cuts, my audio cuts, I'll just repeat myself. Next. Okay, it was Nizuma's theory. So the idea that he mentioned, right, was the idea of like pressure points on the Beyblade, where there could be like a spring release. And I think his theory is pretty close because if you pay attention to the Koro scan, because on the actual Koro scan, if you kind of like do the up on the brightness and the contrast, You can kind of see a little bit of the inside. I think the spring release could kind of make some sense. So I think the goal here with either of these theories could potentially be that one way or another, it wouldn't be bursting the same, because actual burst Beyblades, like you twist and then after they explode, right? I think in either concept, if you have to trigger something to hit it, that could be the direction that they take with Beyblade X. So obviously not confirmed anything yet. This is all the whole point, the fun of this, the Sunday theory, okay?
This is very close to the real Bay.
Yeah, very close to the real Bay, extremely close, I should say. And again, I want to thank everyone for staying with us. You know, I know it wasn't easy, but you know, we work with what we get. Similar to Harmony Pegasus with contact points, except they get hit the Bay bursts. Potentially, yeah. I think they have to find some way just to make it the exact same, right? Because obviously, if you look at like the hard metal system to like the metal fight system, both are metal contact, but both are different. And that's kind of, I mean, this I guess is like the closest kind of visual look. The bottom wing was not traced properly by me. I will be honest with you. We did have to kind of modify quite a bit, obviously, to, you know, keep an open mind on it, because when eventually the final product would release, you know, visually, all that stuff, system, we'll figure it out. But literally just have nothing right now. In May, we'll get more info. And again, this is all theories, right? This is theories.
But this is
It's just based on the thing.
based on reality.
But yeah, based on the image, but just guessing, right? And this is how it works. That sounds awesome. Hitting a spot to make the middle pop out would be cool. Exactly. I would definitely agree. Yeah, I think we're going to be moving away from the entire Beyblade burst thing. Hope some sort of collectible core. I think also the idea of collecting cores could also be pretty cool, because if you know, with the old generation, with like the Bit Beast stuff, like, you know, it was kind of cute. They had all these stickers of different ones. There could be, you know, there's like the fun side of competitive with the bays, but maybe just having like the middle customizable. I think in a way it's kind of like how Burst did it a little bit late game. Like if you remember the Dynamite battle system with like longiness, like the core, that's kind of like the motif you see in the middle. Or like even GT or even Sparking. Like I think it's interesting, but an important thing I want to mention too is have them be neutral. So what do I mean by this? I want the cores to be, if I want to use a core that's like a dragon, I can use a core afterwards that I can just swap it with like a cat, right? And there's no competitive difference, right? Because an issue I have with DB cores, Sparking, and even GT is that you can't use your favorite kind of core because of the fact they make it difficult, because there's different teeth, different locks. I think that's very restrictive, because for customization and for maybe wanting to use your favorite motif, you are restricted. Like if I like Cyclone Ragnarok and DB, I can't really use the Ragnarok core too much because the teeth on it aren't as good as other cores. And if we have it to where it's neutral, just think about how much more fun it could be, and you know how it can work out. As far as the bays go, I have no idea how big they could be with any size estimate. This is a little bit difficult because I have no idea. I would say my guess. Okay, I have not been told, so this is a guess. I'm giving the disclaimer guess. It's not like where I go a week later. I was never a guess. No, I'm not gonna be coy. I think probably it'll be a similar size to probably the original Burst stuff. They always start off small, then they go a little bit larger. But hey, okay. Since the Bay Burst, imagine the anime sets in the future in Burst where Volt and the others invented a new system and just stops. It's just my imagination. Yeah, and I think they have to just find a good way around it. Okay, here's a good one. Maybe for the Bay to burst, the performance tip, or, you know, the disc, what they use will come off, and maybe that weak point's like, okay, yeah, damage the chip. Yeah, exactly this. This is a very good one from Toko, exactly this. And they watched the Maker stream, did not die too badly. So I definitely think, and plus, just think about it for a second. Like, imagine just the collectability of it. Plus, also, it could be fun for custom stuff. Actually, the only thing I don't for sure is if it's a sticker in the center or if it's like molded. So the difference between the two is one is like Metal Fights and Plastigen. Molded is kind of like how they do like the chips in Burst, where it's actual molded. What will you do the 300 battle? If not Monday, Tuesday, my friend. Okay, here's a good one. Can't wait for Takara to just drop the HD images. They're just interesting. Exactly, my friend.
3 weeks.
In May 14, 13,
There's an event. So explain. There's an event in Japan.
There's going to be an event in Japan. There's one in June, but like some showcase, I think it's like a little bit near end of May, whatever. But we are going to get info.
May lottery event.
There's the Koro, which I think is like, I think it's the 14 it releases, but we would have it the 13. We're going to get the full image of the bay. I don't know the full system, but the full image for sure. I want to kind of go what else. I want to build off the comments here. This is going to be interesting. Like Beat a Man Direct Hit Battle by Beyblades. I'm not too familiar, so I'm going to go with what say. If they remove the customizations, I'll be missing on the customizing Beyblades. No, they're definitely going to try to make you customize it. Well, wait, maybe if we go with the Hurtbox theory, maybe some Hurtbox parts might be harder to make the core in the middle come out. Yeah, I think they definitely could be. And also, it just makes things like a little bit more interesting. Like, it's more on the layer than maybe just the cores. And of course, that's also, you could also argue, well, then after you run into a problem, because with burst, you can't use certain layers because of how the thing can pop out. But if they're going to include this gameplay mechanic, there's no perfect way to do bursts, other than just doing whatever was better than the original burst. Here's another one. It would be nice if the layer is a combination of funky plastic, rubber, and plenty of metal, and some other material that could help make performance extreme or something. Definitely how they kind of apply the materials could be something. And I agree with the spring idea. Hurtbox reminds of Prime Apocalypse and Harmony Pegasus, or I should say Heaven Pegasus. The May Core releases in a couple days early, so May 11th, that is also true. But for HD scans, which is usually what I report on, plus usually whoever does the report, like the actual scan, is usually like really bad or they miss out on stuff. What we'll probably do is, let's just say hypothetically it's May 11th or whatever, and thank you to Not You for mentioning this. We'll do the reports, but for anything HD, we're going to do it again. Plus, there's the manga chapter, all that stuff, so we'll make sure to do it. So, we got Zachary asking, what's up? Zachary, don't go on the earlier part of the stream, because we got to fix everything up. So, it's going to be very hilarious, because I have to basically go on the editing part.
It's stable.
It's stable now. All the Beyblade name system makes sense. Metal Fight has metal contact, burst has a burst, but what means the X in Beyblade? A good friend of mine, Keel, did do a translation. He did mention this where it does seem kind of, it's a pun. I think it's on the word extreme, right? Extreme? What could extreme mean? I don't know. Are the ninjas still behind me? Let's hope not. And there'll be a preview event. Thank you very much for this. Thank you. On May 17th in Tokyo.
It's invite only 20 people.
It's invite only 20 people. I don't know if any images will come out, but potentially tweets.
It's a lottery.
Yeah, it's like a lot. You know what I mean. It's a lottery. Yeah, exactly. It's a lottery for people to come in, but
so you can say that we have a contact that applied for the lottery.
We have a contact that applied. If not, so it's going to leak on Twitter one way or another, right? What if the core could build up power? Maybe this could be something, and this I like this idea a lot. Maybe See, that was the ninjas. I forgot to zoom in and out. That was the ninjas. We're back. Okay. But yeah, adding on to what they said, it would be funny if there's like a back on my head and it said no more leaks.
They're trying.
They're trying. I'm almost... Well, I was building off it. We were building off it good. It was such a good comment idea, and I was building off it. I was going to say that there might be the issue where it could potentially creep on the cores then. I'd want it just to be as normal as possible. Of course, we can't. Of course, they might have to do some way where there's an incentive, but yeah. So I want to kind of recap again, so that way we're all on the same page, and so we can switch around and I can zoom in and out. So my original theory, we're going to go, my theory, then Yuzuma's theory, and go back on the image where it shows this channel, so that way they know where they can support them. I think that's 2 images. Yeah, there you go. And link to the description, because they did a job thinking of this, so you got to give credit to them and support them, please. Now, moving on back to the images. So, my theory... okay, we'll go... Yeah, okay, so wait, we'll go on my box, sorry. So, my theory was just the Hurtbox thing. I think that's probably that could be likely. I think Yuzuma's one makes more sense logically, though. Because if you notice, the 3 white parts that actually connect on there, it could make some sense. I wonder if 80K would make the series available to stream. Usually what they do is that if it airs on TV Tokyo, they'll maybe do it on the official YouTube channel for airing. They usually don't do streaming. I mean, there is technically streaming, but not in the sense, like, I know what you mean, but not technically like that. I hope every bay does not have metal in the layer, because after Chozi, every bay that had metal and burst was less unique. Yeah, well, the main contact point's definitely plastic. I'm curious how the animation will work on the new gen, especially with how the Bay awakens the Avatar, similarly to burst of the other ones. Agreed. They have a lot to work with. They have a lot to work with here. Okay. For kind of just insurance to make sure that way when I'm cutting it, in case the start was kind of whatever, can you just go back on the future plans thing so we don't forget? The future plans for April and May. I want to get through this because so we figured out the issue. At least we solved the issue. And thank everyone for your patience on this wonderful Sunday. Chose tier list, remake tier list, Zencast, 3D prints. And for Zencast, I at least know, I think we at least got a couple of good members from the community I want to talk about. Maybe some video collabs. But if I'm not able to get anyone else after that point, because, it's mostly like from the WBO community, we'll probably switch back to the 3D print stuff. I am saving up to fix my printer. I have an Ender 3 Pro. It is dying on me. So, we'll eventually. Listen, it costs a lot to get a new printer, but mutuals have been helping out. But let's go back now on the main topic, and then after, I'll just do any extra updates, and we're good. And then after, we're good. I hope the Avatar sticker is just a complete circle, because it makes it hard to put a bit chip sticker with the complete... Yeah. My other issue, this is no offense to Plastic Gen, but Plastic Gen stickers, at least for the bit chip, if you put it on, you're kind of screwed to take it, because it's like so thin. But the thing is, it sticks on there, right? So my issue, I had one bay, I think it was Cerberus, where I screwed it up. I put it in the wrong position, and I tried to take it off, but because it's so thin, it just sticks on there, and it was too tough. It was too tough. So I definitely agree. If I was going to be honest with you right now, because it is hard to tell, I think it might be just tattooed on. Personally, I think it might be tattooed on. But, So now, we did talk about Beyblade X, so I will go a few other, any off-topic questions, whatever, that's not related to the X stuff, and we can wrap up. When does Pro Series Infinite Achilles come out? Should be this month. Actually, I said that at the start. I have no idea. It said earlier in April, if it's not...
April, but
yeah, it depends on online distributors. So
actually,
May?
we didn't see no shipments.
No shipments yet. Okay, here's a good one. Would the new Beyblade X system be recognized for gimmicks and special moves during... This could be an interesting one. Probably no, but that sounds really cool. That's like a very cool idea. I like that one. Any new info on the Quad Strike titles? Nothing yet. Usually what happens is after a few weeks on like Disney XD, that's when we get to see any of the titles, or when someone posts the broadcast airings. I think we have pretty much episodes until now, until like, I think it's the end of May, and I think we're going up to the Hisashi Bros. I don't know what after. I'm assuming it's going in the intro of the order. Do you Hasbro will be partnering with TT again? Most likely, but probably co-branded. So what that means is kind of like how you see the Pro Series boxes with the TT logo. What did I miss? The entire show, my friend. We just talked about theories, basically, so you can just go back a little earlier. I'm going to be clipping this, by the way, so don't worry. So we're cutting all the mess of the start afterwards. Do you think the new series would have a new Japanese production company for the animation? Could be, because I'm pretty sure each generation has had a different animation studio. I don't think it would be OLM. I feel like they have so much on their plate of doing Quad Strike. I don't think they have enough time to cook to be able to do a new one. I would think something else. Anime, what do you think the color of the main character's hair will be? Well, it's either blue or maybe red. Maybe red. Do you think the new Gen X series will be dubbed in English? If they're going to do it, any of this localization stuff is probably just going to be a year later, most likely. Well, I don't know, actually. That's actually a very good question. I'm not too sure. I would assume if we follow the trends previously, probably more or less the same. Is there anything else? Oh, I one last thing I forgot to say that I didn't put an image for. Okay, listen. We got to talk about Throwback Thursdays, okay? I don't have an image for this. Okay, because for Throwback Thursdays, it's pretty much been Plastic Gen Thursdays. So I want to pitch this to the viewers here, okay? Would you be okay? Because I have to basically get the entire box, and this could save the Mondays. Do you want Metal Fight Mondays and like Plastic Thursdays? Because I want to be honest, Plastic Gen is way more interesting than Metal Fight, and I'm seeing the trend of how I'm enjoying it. I think Thursdays will just be Plastic Gen Thursdays, and Mondays can be just Metal Fight Mondays, because I think that makes more sense to me. And let's be honest now, like for Beyblade content, ninjas. Oh, no, not this time. I think it makes more sense to me because I'll be honest now, in terms of Beyblade content across everyone, I think everybody wants to keep on seeing burst content, right? So that's why we're doing Metal Fights and plus, and keep in mind, it's not going to all be the same thing, like the same format. Maybe it just be like smaller discussion stuff. I just wanted to do it where it's kind of, it makes sense to me, right? But huge thanks for the input for everyone. So I have to basically go and get the box with all the Metal Fight stuff, and not this week, maybe the week after that, we can be doing that. And if we are lucky, ladies and gentlemen, nice. If we are lucky, we can try to do streams every Friday. Every Friday and every Sunday. Now, Fridays, my idea was, before we lose everybody, my idea was essentially we pick a topic and we'll try to do it. Maybe it's a tournament, we'll do it live. Not the challenge stuff. The 300 Bays lives would have been terrible. We've been swearing the whole time, trying to do it right. But I thought that'd be a little bit to do. So I think we're kind of more or less wrapping up. But I want you to get actually the image of our store while I read some other comments. So just pull it up whenever you can. Do you think there should be more? Yes. I'm not even reading the whole thing. There should be more female bladers. Yes, more representation. Okay, wait. Let me read this before we go in the store. ZANKYE, why is Quad Strike's quality and gimmicks a lot trash than Switch Strike? Because Hasbro cheaped out over the years. Okay, now it's not cheaped out. What's actual high quality bays and gimmicks is our store, because we have Takara Beyblade. We are actually going on a huge sale. All of the end of the stuff here, we got random boosters, especially volume 27, which I know is pretty hard to get. All complete. I'm gonna answer this. I'm gonna put this comment on spawn in a second. I'm gonna answer that comment in a second. All complete. And we have a lot of stuff sold out there, which I have to fix, by the way, the shopping displays on there. Go scroll all the way down. All the way down. Is it in CAD or USD? I have no idea. All the way down? All the way down? It's in CAD. So you switch to USD and you see the USD prices. Okay, now, we're going to end off with this fellow right here. Listen, they offered themselves as a sacrifice for this stream for my ending rant. So, okay. Why do you keep... Hold on. Hold up. All right. Why do you keep talking trash on Hasbro? My friend, nothing with talking trash. It is criticizing the brand for choices that they make. If you want to see a video where it is the rise and the downfall, where I explain in detail what is wrong, you can go see that. You have to understand, right? This is not the channel where we sugarcoat stuff to tell you to go buy the products. We're honest whether it's a TT review or a Hasbro review. So you got to listen to what we're saying in that content. Listen, I'm sorry to put you on the spot here, and I'm sorry, but we had to. Okay, we'll do 2 more and then I'm done. Do you think the X Series English script is going to be more teen-friendly? I'm not too sure on the audience thing. I would probably think, and it's not a cop-out answer, whatever is before is probably this now. But do you think Beyblade X will be worldwide? Well, my friend, we'll find out in a couple of weeks.
3 weeks.
3 weeks. If not 3 weeks, then in June. I don't know. Alrighty. Good stream, everybody. I think we got around... oh, wait. When are you going to be making a 3D print Beyblade video? Hopefully this week, if not the week after. Okay, so then after we go. Sorry, don't worry. Listen, you missed out on all the lagging. You're good. You're good, my friend. Now, as we end off the stream, thank you to everybody who has been patient. Okay, I appreciate it. I apologize. Listen, it's my fault for leaving the camera like that. I want it off before the camera dies on me. Hold on. I'll answer this one. I'll answer this one before it ends up. On the topic of hurt boxes, do you think that there'll be a bay that could split them into different bays if you hit? Woo! This is a good one. It's still working. Forget it. Forget it. We're killing the stream. We're kill the stream. It's all right. Kill it. We're done. We're done. That's it. Explosion. Explosion. It's okay. We'll just end it. We'll just end it now. Kill the stream. Kill it. Do the explosion.
Wait.
Do the explosion. All right.